Hey y'all, it's Lindsay with the Fiber Seed, and it is WIP Wednesday, where I share what I've been working on, which are a couple of things. A lot of dyeing yarn. Kind of impressed with how much we've been dyeing in a day. That never gets old, by the way. Just so you know. You got a pun, bring it, because I laugh at them. Anyway, what I've been working on that's not dyeing yarn. See, I got specific that time. Why have I been dyeing a lot of yarn? Because we're going to Fiber Expo in Ann Arbor this weekend. So if you want yarn from us and you've been waiting, we're going to be there. So come see us, say hi, and ask me how my progress on my projects is going, because I'm going to have 5 hours of knitting. I'm super excited. Yeah. So what did I work on last week, this past week? There we go. I had some knitting time during the weekend, and I finished my one skein project that I made when I was like, oh no, I get car sick when I try to pay attention to patterning on crochet projects. And I'm like, I need something to do. So I made a design. I mean, as one does. It's knitting. Sorry, guys. It's what I had. I had the leftover ball of Twitter Pated, which we released last Friday. It's in the shop if you have not seen it. Here's what I have left, because I didn't want to play yarn chicken. I was like, if I'm going to make something, I'll just make a pattern for it. And so, anyway, I have this much left, which I think was like 5 to 7 grams, maybe. No, less than. But anyway, this added up with my swatches is 25% of a ball of DK. So you can make this probably like another inch-ish and a half bigger. So I'll write that in the pattern. Super excited that I brained this. Yes. Super excited. When you see a glimmer of how your brain used to work pre-kids, it's like, it's really exciting. So yeah. Anyway, this is ripping, guys. Look. And then there's, and it's simple to follow. That's where I like it. It looks like brain bendy, some parts of it, but it's not. You can do it. One skein project. No tying the bandana. It's a cowl, but it's a bandana. I don't have a working name. If you got a good idea for what we should call this, put it in the comments. I'd love to see what your idea is. So anyway, that's what, and this is Sprout DK. So one skein. And I wrote out the pattern on my phone, so it's already typed up. So I just have to put it into my format, and then I'm done. Hey. Anyway, worked on that. And then I got further on Jordan's Southwood cow. That's not a cow. Man, would that be a cow? I could stop now and not have to do the sleeves. Anyway, it's a sweater. It's a Southwood sweater. And it's by, pattern's by Galt House of Yarn. Yeah. And I'm using Sprout Worsted and Bering Sea. And I measured it because I moved my, I don't know why I do this. I have enough tape measures, like this one on my table from Yarn Over Floyd. Anyway, I have a bunch of these, and somehow I will set my knitting bag up for the project with everything I need in it. And then slowly, as the project's going, I will somehow, it's not that I leave things places, the things just disappear out of the bag. Like I had, this wasn't the one, I had a tape measure in there, and now it's gone. Maybe I'll find it in a few months. I have no idea. But maybe it's my kids. But anyway, they probably have a stockpile. Let's mess with mom. No, they're sweet. Anyway, so I just measured it and realized I am within the inch of what the pattern says. And then I was like, yes, ribbing, and then Sweater Island. Ooh, that'd be a bad island to be on. Sleeve Island. Anyway, and then I realized, no, first I need to make sure I get stoppers on this before I try to get Jordan to put this on, because I do not want to lose stitches. That would be awful. I need him to try it on though, because he has a long torso. So I don't want to go to the pattern and not actually try it on him. And then go, well, good for you, Lindsay. You made a crop sweater for your husband. Yeah, but this looks pretty promising as the possibilities of like, that's enough. So we'll see. I know I had to put ribbing on it, and that'll put more length, but anyway, so Bering Sea, I am alternating balls. I will not be alternating balls on the sleeves. So if you had a question about that, I have, just for continuity's sake, because you can't really tell where I started one ball and stopped another one, all that nonsense. It's not nonsense. And all those special things, because it just makes it easier. And I just do it every round, so you're not carrying it up where you see anything going on. So I would show you, this yarn's really dark here. See? That's my end of round marker. You can't really see, I added the ball right there. Nothing. So I would recommend that just as a rule. If you have more than one ball for that color and it matters, like it's not going to be, you know, separated by a distance of other colors. Anyway, did that. Might have him be able to wear it this season, this season, this side of the year. There we go, because he's probably going to wear it when it gets colder on the other end of the year. Let's not talk about that. Let's just go through the seasons as they come. But anyway, for sure he might be able to wear it once, which is nice. All right, let's talk about this. My Confetti DK by Nomad Stitches sweater. It's a crochet pullover. I'm not fading it. I am bound and determined to fit. I've crocheted one other garment before, okay? And I have patterns for 3 other. But I have torn, this is short rows in crochet, okay? And it's in a linen stitch pattern. It's really lovely. I absolutely love it. I'm using Bunny Trail and Sprout DK. This is the Easter colorway. My head's gonna go through here. I've not, you know what? Why not? I ripped this thing out on camera last week. That's the wrong side. I just don't want the stitch marker. Oh, I've got these, and I can't remember who they're from. I've got right side and wrong side stitch markers in here. I don't often use those. I was like, we are not messing around after the 3rd time I tore out my short rows. Oh, it goes over my head nicely. Hey, look at that. We can call it done. Sweater's done. I'm just gonna walk around with it like this without the stitch markers. But anyway, I was just having like a brain block where I would miss one stitch. And the one, I like that I crochet way faster than I knit. But when you mess up, you can't drop it down and fix it. You have to tear it back. And I'm the type of person where if something, like it was, the stitches, I could have, in crochet, it's easy to fix your mistake by just kind of winging it, but I was messing it up by just like literally one leg of a single crochet in the increase on the raglan. I'm like, that's gonna bug me. I know I'm not gonna see it, but it's gonna bug me. And then I would, it was like repeat this section again, and I was like, yeah. And then I would get so far that it's very intuitive, the pattern, okay? To the point of I was like, oh, where am I? How many times have I repeated this? And like seeing what I'm doing, because it's going back and forth across the back, like being in like an A and B row, it was like, nope, I'm not braining the brain. So I tore it out because it was not coming out right. Just right here. Let me rephrase that. Everything back here in the back was fine. It was the front, what everybody's going to see, where it's messing up. So one of these was a little bit more acute of an angle than the other. I took calculus, and geometry was a struggle sometimes, so there's those points where it's like, there's where you got that bad grade, girlfriend. Anyway, I fixed it, and now I'm literally looking at the pattern and going, I've got to go around now. Am I going to be able to do it? Like, am I going to be tearing this back? Should I like it's not a lifeline, obviously, because it's crochet, but like, can I put a stitch? I'm gonna put a stitch marker and be like, here, if you mess up so badly that you have to tear it back to where you got it right and you knew it, I'm putting a stitch marker there. Be like, this is the stitch to start it back on. I love this though. Do not get me wrong. I've had an absolute fun time every time I've messed it up. So anyway, I'm super excited about it. I'm super excited about it. I'm not trying to talk myself into this. I am telling you I am super excited about it. And I hope that I can crank this out because I have 2 weeks. So join me next time to see if I have a short sleeve Easter sweater or a long sleeve Easter sweater. No, I think that I'll cruise through it once I get going. The question though is not in the sense of time, but do I want to have it as a crop sweater, or do I want to have it as a full-length sweater? So if you want to weigh in, because I have a shorter torso, so I can kind of pull off the crop sweater thing if I've got something flowy underneath. But also, if I make it in full length, it's actually a tunic, but it looks full length on me. That makes, okay. Cropped or full length? Let me know in the comments. What do you think I should have? I don't have enough full length sweaters, if that helps you weigh out your decision. But yeah, that's what I've been working on. So let's see if I have, this is what you got to call me on if you see me this weekend. Did I get, because it's going to be on my display, did I get the crocheted shawl pattern written? I'm calling it On the Ridge. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I literally don't have it up here. So it's an asymmetrical crocheted shawl using half speckleds, and you've seen it's made out of balsam range. I don't have the leftovers to show you. It was on my desk and then I moved it. Anyway, no, it's on my other desk. But yeah, so it's on my other desk to remind me to make the pattern. Ask me if I did it. Now I really got to do it because y'all done it before. I'm like, I did not get whatever I asked done because yarn. But yeah, so I'm gonna try to get that done and to do this to be named Caldana. I can't call it that. I mean, I can, but there's other Caldanas. So let's find something fun to call it. It looks like a shoe. Anyway, fits like a glove. No. Anyway, until next time, though, I'm having too much fun, y'all. Happy crafting.